Hi, it's Dr. Lori. I'm back with more real bargains. These are bargains that people like you are finding when they go thrift shopping. I'm going to show you what to look for. So a couple of things. Everybody's given me permission to retell their stories. I appreciate that, and I thank them for that. Real bargains are out there. I'm going to tell you about some of the real bargains. Tiffany real bargains, Gucci real bargains, and Monet Jewelry real bargains. That's right. We've got some great pieces. The first real bargain I want to show you is this, and this piece was found by a video caller who had me do an appraisal through a video call, and she found this at a thrift store. She was shopping in the thrift store, she saw the piece, and she said, I've got my loop, Dr. Lori, and once I looked at the piece using my loop, I knew it was a good buy. What did she see through the eyepiece of her loop? Well, she saw the words Tiffany and Company. That's right. She also saw fineness marks. That's right. The marks that actually indicate how fine the metal is. This cross came on a 18-inch long chain, and the pendant cross, about 1.5 inches long, pretty significant, was marked 750 for 18 karat gold and 925 for sterling silver. Beautiful 20th century design, great piece, of course, made by Tiffany, and a beautiful find. How it ends up in the thrift store, right? This particular piece she found, I thought it was beautiful. I would wear this every single day. I thought this thing was gorgeous. I said, how much did you pay for it? She said, I paid $14, Dr. Lori. $14! Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. A fantastic work, precious metals, clearly marked with the Tiffany marks, which was authenticated too during my video call with her. And what's it worth? $1,250 for the pendant, and the chain comes in at another $500. Oh, what a real bargain. A beautiful example. Wow, I thought that one was great. Those are the kinds of things that you wear all the time. This next real bargain comes from a video caller who decided after watching one of my videos that she would follow my directions. Boy, imagine doing that and having success. Right? She said, I saw you talking about Gucci and Paolo marked pieces of costume jewelry, and I decided to go online and see if I could find some. So I found one on Etsy. I found these earrings. They look like ridges on a shell. They're clip-on earrings, and they're marked Paolo. And the Paolo mark is a very well-known Gucci mark. She said, I found them there. They were. It was so simple. And she said, I was so excited when I saw them, I thought, I'm going to just buy them. Dr. Lori knows what she's talking about. Well, and I do. And she said, they were $18. I bought them on Etsy. Do any of you use Etsy to identify when your prices, to say, oh, somebody else is selling a thing like my cookie jar, for example, or my earrings, for example, on Etsy? I'll just, if that's what they think it's worth, I'll just use their price. Well, guess why that's a problem? Right here. This particular piece, she paid $18 for these earrings on Etsy, and they're worth a lot more than $18. They kind of remind me of shruyadels. I don't know if you know the Italian pastry, but they're shell-like, and they actually have those little ridges in them. They're very delicious, I have to say. But anyway, that's what these earrings reminded me of. They are, of course, by the Italian Gucci designer. Paolo marked, beautiful pieces. What are they worth? $850. And if you followed the person on Etsy who listed them for $18, you would have lost your shirt. That was a real bargain too. And don't forget to sign up for my newsletter. My newsletter is free. You can sign up for it at drloriv.com. This next real bargain comes from a video caller and a mother and daughter team of thrifters. So they bought a Goodwill Bluebox online. You know about the Goodwill Blueboxes. Lots of treasures to be found in many of these bulk jewelry lots, whether it's a Goodwill Bluebox or something else that you might find of a lot of jewelry. So the mother and daughter are going through their Goodwill Bluebox. They paid $49 for the Goodwill Bluebox, and in fact found this silver-toned metal, and of course blue crystals necklace, about 24 inches long with a matching bracelet. When the daughter saw it going through the blue box, she said, I want it, it's mine. It's a really beautiful set. And the set is what's important for the value. You want to keep the sets together. I love blue. I think the blue and the silver contrast is very beautiful. And of course, silver tone metal marked Monet. That's right. They both had the Monet mark by, of course, the well-known costume jewelry designer. The Monet set Dates to, of course, the latter part of the 1960s, early 1970s. It's big, it's bold, it's chunky. It's got crystals in blue, 15 of them on the necklace, about 9 of them on the bracelet. It's really a beautiful set. The video caller said to me, Dr. Lori, I knew immediately when I saw that mark that this was my score for the blue box, and it certainly was. The piece, of course, she paid $49 for it and many other pieces in the blue box. So not just for these 2 pieces. The set resells at $450. That's right. That's the real bargain. The real bargain is when you're able to, in fact, find a whole bunch of pieces and then, again, get the real bargain on just this one set. Now, having the match set, it sometimes happens, and in my experience, it also has happened. A lot of my clients have told me sometimes it's the second blue box that the match is in. Sometimes you get the match in one blue box, but sometimes you get the actual match if you buy one blue box and another blue box right behind it. Sometimes that matching piece is in that second box, so don't forget to look. This next real bargain comes from a video caller who got 4 bags of jewelry at an online auction. It was a Goodwill auction, 22 pounds in 4 bags. So imagine 22 pounds. I don't know which thigh of mine is 22 pounds. I don't know. Maybe it's more than 22 pounds. But 22 pounds, right? So I don't know, 2.5 bags of flour, right? If you're doing 10-pound bags of flour. So 22 pounds of jewelry in 4 bags at the Goodwill online auction. My video caller says, Dr. Lori, I saw this one piece and I thought, I'm good. So I said, okay, you're good. Look at this piece. And one of the things I want you to look for when you're looking through any kind of pieces of bracelets, any kind of bracelets of any type, look for a security chain. Look for a security clasp. It will usually tell you that you have a valuable piece, okay? That little chain that connects, that makes sure that if that clasp opens, that it doesn't fall off your wrist. This piece is amber. That's right. It's true, real amber. It's beautiful, set in sterling silver. It's marked for the sterling silver as well, and that security chain, that should be the kicker. So you've got your loop to see the marks, and then you see the security chain, and you know that you've got something special. This piece is a beautiful example, a really good piece. She paid, of course, for the whole 22 pounds. She paid only $24 for all of it, and she got it at the Goodwill auction. I don't think a lot of people were bidding against her. The bracelet alone, amber, at intervals, you can see, of course, the set amber pieces in the sterling silver. The bracelet's worth $350 alone. So yeah, she was good. She got a real bargain for a lot of jewelry. And the amber, of course, was authentic, and the sterling silver was clearly marked. Don't forget to look for those telltale signs that I teach you so you can identify the quality pieces when you're looking for those real bargains. This real bargain comes from a video caller who was thrift store shopping, and she said, I go into the thrift store every once in a while. I'm kind of familiar with it, but they don't usually have much jewelry. So when I saw this piece of jewelry there, I thought, this is unusual for them to have any jewelry and for them to have anything nice even. So she said, I looked at it and I saw the triple strand of these nice aurora borealis beads. She said, I've heard you talk about aurora borealis beads, Dr. Lori, and I really thought that this was it. The way in which it's multicolored, the way in which it kind of catches the light, they're beautiful. She said, I wanted to talk to you on a video call to see what they might be worth. I said, okay. So I said, how long is the necklace? She said, it's 16 inches long. It's a choker, but it's really quite beautiful. So she said, I put it on and it looked so nice, and I thought, oh, I have to get this. I wonder how much they want for it, because they usually price their pottery and their china pretty high in this store. So she said, I asked, and they were asking $6 for it. And I thought, oh my gosh. She said, so I turned it over and I looked and I saw there was a mark, but I couldn't really make it out. Well, I could make it out. It's an Caviness triple strand choker with aurora borealis beads. The beads are round and they're also bicone, a bicone bead, where you have, again, the 2 sharp edges hit one another. Really kind of nice. 3 strands, which was wonderful, and it was marked. So I said, oh my gosh, this is just beautiful. She said, I know. She said, I just thought, whatever they want for it, I'm buying it. And when I heard it was $6, I knew it was mine. So she paid $6 for it. And during the video call, we talked about how the choker actually can be very, very popular, and how the choker can actually be worn and extended if you put a little extender on it, if you want to have it fall a little bit lower than right up against your neck. She said, it still looks good. It looks good on me as a choker, and I might do the extender too. Alice Caviness, very well-known costume jewelry designer. You've probably heard of her here, if not other places. And I said, well, you've got a beautiful example. For your $6 investment, here's your real bargain. It's worth $300. That's right, Alice Caviness, clearly marked, and a beautiful piece too. Hey, those are real bargains. I'm Dr. Lori. I'd sure wear that necklace. I'm Dr. Lori. I hope you find your real bargain real soon.